Hi there, my name is Huda, and I'm currently working on the implementation of version 3 of the RuleMaker application. Using this application, you can create rules and lookup tables. Rules are directional relations between what is and what ought to be, established among two or more individuals or entities. In practical, logical, ethical, and aesthetic matters, rules express obligation, permission, or encouragement through the commonly capitalized terms must, may, and should, or their various negatives and synonyms. Lookup tables are simply an ordered list of reference data in two or more ordered columns. So in the metadata section, you can edit the rule title, its summary, its explanation, the rule group that most applies, the DWDS rule schema version, the rule version, its criticality, the URL, the pattern, and the pattern version. You can also edit its prerogative, its entity name, entity URL, and entity UUID. You can also add a rule manager, which has a manager name, email, and other contact info, an author, and a maintainer. If you press on context, you can add the information of where and when this rule is in effect, its country jurisdiction. You can add a sub-country jurisdiction and any other type of jurisdiction. You can also add a start date for when the rule is in effect, and then the end date and a provided time zone. All right, categories. So the categories have International Standard Industrial Classification, so an ISIC code for short. It's the same thing with the UN SPSC code, the UN Standard Products and Services Classifications. You can add data sources that have a descriptor and a location. You can also add a linked rule or lookup. This is in case you want to reference a different rule. Now let's go on to the logic gate page. So a rule author using an implementation of the RuleMaker specification does not need to know any programming code. The RuleMaker interface will let you express simple, uniformly controlled natural language, even though they may originate in unstructured natural language. The input conditions and output assertions, over here, are stated in a consistent type of declarative sentence, and the logical relations among them are structured in relating each input condition and each output assertion to 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, or 1, 1 symbols. So if you'd like to see input icons instead of these symbols, you can just press this here and they will switch. They do mean the same thing. It's just a different view. You can also edit sentences if you'd like. If you'd like, you can add a input condition below. You can add one above. You can choose how many items are displayed per page. Flip through the pages if you'd like. If you'd like to understand what these colors essentially mean under each word, you can just press this button here and it will explain. So black stands for determiner, red stands for subject noun, dark blue stands for past participle verb, and then light blue stands for auxiliary verb, yellow stands for object descriptor, and then green stands for object noun or verb. It also says whether they are required or optional, and then what they may be combined with. You can also change the data to view in only the required elements, which is also known as point form. Essentially, all of these work the same with the output assertions. So yeah, there you go. All right, let's go to our lookup table. Essentially, what you can do is you can choose files and you can upload CSVs. So I'll start off with a small CSV I have right here. And you can keep sectioning things off by just pressing this button. And now all of these are sectioned together. Now it doesn't really seem like it. Let me change the value of one, for example. Let me change this one to granite. And there you go. And then if I change this bottom one here to that as well. And I don't know if you noticed, but the CSV format is also changing as you do this. And then let's use a big one. This has 7,711 items, and you can still sort this into a category. And if you change these into matching values, they get sectioned together still. So as you can see, these lookup tables are also quite useful, and it's quite powerful. It can handle quite a large CSV file. You can use the RuleMaker web app to make rules and lookup tables for all sorts of scenarios, and as it continues to develop, it has the incredible potential to span across international systems to make rules more accessible, efficient, and easily implemented.